Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw by Rodgers. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. Straight to the air is Richardson. Taking a deep shot here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
Running back sent in motion. He's got this complete to James Cook. Still going inside the 35. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Trying for the deep ball. Wanted to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Play action with Richardson. Over to Pittman on the sideline. Caught. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He's got it to his running back. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. They are now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Chased out to his right. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
19.
Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
No. We're not doing it.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Rodgers here from the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. 3rd and 2, Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. To throw is Rodgers. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New York. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets tie things up at 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He lets one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Richardson on 3rd. That's complete to Pittman. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Connects with Cook. And this one does not go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the red zone now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Jets will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's Julian Blackmon. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Finds Woods. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 41. To throw, Rodgers. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hall fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And the Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, listen, inside the 5-yard line, that ball needs to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free. Whether someone puts a helmet on it or not, there's players ripping at it from both sides.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Jets offense will take over inside of enemy territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down, Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. Into the hands of Conklin. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, Rodgers. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets tie this game at 21. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Downs will go in motion left. 1st down throw here from Richardson. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They kick the running back in motion. Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Slot man motioned over. Here he is on 3rd and long. He gets a lot behind. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st down throw by Rodgers. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Blitz coming for Rodgers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Wilson's got it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The Jets take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Cut by the open man. And in, touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchpad. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He's trying to push the field. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to throw it. Launches one deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A 47-yard attempt.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This one from 47 yards away. Bass's kick is good. And that'll make it a two-score game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. Still finding room past the 45. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now the Colts leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for two. Keeping it on the ground. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on two more. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Hall there to haul it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. That's Dcot. He finds Alan Lazard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Julian Blackmon. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate, Russell Wilson. He loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a second interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework.
He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
They'll run it with Cook. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown! All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
He's throwing for it! Buying some time right. And it was real close, but they got to him just in time. He's shoved out at the 1, and they're denied the 2 points. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes this in at the 25. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Colts will take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now run by Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 39. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a give to Cook. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Got it. Ready?
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action with Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This is Cook. Down to the 10. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts hold an 11-point advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts push the lead up to 12. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Rodgers. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 10. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. From the red zone now. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kenny Moore with the pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Granson. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
Richardson on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it'll be Jets football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Got it. 26. Look at you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rodgers here from the gun. And they pick him off again. Daniel Scott with the pick. And the Colts take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted him this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases, and right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts have likely locked up the win right there. It's a James Cook touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Adams. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Give him 32 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Trying again, following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
3rd down, Jets are in a dime set. 6 defensive backs out there. Now it's Cook. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. That's a pickup of 7 yards, so now they'll face 4th down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the 1st time. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Into the hands of Conklin. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectiveness.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Jump out!
From the gun, it's Hall. Works his way to the 35. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on